if a couple is going in and they're saying like, yeah, we actually do have a target date. We both want to be out at 65 and we want to live our life. Is that situation easier to manage or harder to manage than people who are just they're on their own track and they'll call it when they call it?
I think that depends on how far away we are. Think of it this way, is there's a lot of variation that can happen in any plan at any point in time. And so the variation that could happen 20 years from, let's call it the end point or a significant event, the further away we are, that variation doesn't have as much of an impact or there's more time to correct. And the closer we are to that event, that variation could have a dramatic effect. So if you say you're going to retire at 65 and that happens to be a bad stretch in the market and you don't have quite as much as you thought you were going to at 65, that's a bigger deal than when you get a bigger correction when you still have 15 years before that retirement date. So I think in your question, what it comes down to is how significant or how high of a priority is the goal that we're talking about. So if we just use 65, what if I said, would it matter if you worked till you were 67 or 70? And you might say, actually, I just pulled 65 because that's what people say retirement is. Anything, I'd rather retire sooner. So that becomes a different set of priorities. And so we have to hit our target, more precisely because we're taking away some variables or some things we could do to adjust. So again, there isn't this right exact answer and we do the math and here you go. It all comes down to you and your priorities and what you're willing to tolerate to make a good plan work for you. If you like what you heard and you need help writing your goals down and being accountable for them, go to gootfinancial.com, contact us, and set up a time to start a conversation, and we'll get you on your way.